Well, 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 hello, Sagittarius. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to give this a few seconds and see if any of you guys pop on, being that it's the holiday. But I hope everybody is good and safe and well and had a wonderful, wonderful holiday yesterday. I was going to come on, but I thought, you know what? I need 2 days off. So I have taken 2 days off. If you haven't seen your sign come up yet, I apologize, but I took a couple of days off. I haven't taken a couple of days off for a long time. So my daughter's like, take some time off, Mom. So I did. So welcome. For those of you brand new, my name is Patty. I am an empath that does intuitive tarot as well as intuitive coaching. Now, intuitive coaching is sort of like the divine counseling. However, I am not a licensed counselor. I am a coach. I do have a background. I do have some background in psychology and human behavior. But this is more spiritual. This is not secular. It's more spiritual. So if you like, you can look at the information down below. And if you'd like a one-on-one, either a reading, tarot reading, or a session, you can go to the website. I now melded both my websites together. Took a lot of work because I have a leather website in a store, and then I have the Divine Warrior Intuitive / Get Balanced 2020 where I do life balance coaching. So my daughter said, put them together, Bob. Put them together. So that's what I did. So you can go on the website and see both of them there now. All right. So let's get started, Sagittarius. I don't think there's any other. Oh, yeah, there is one other news. That I am doing a live video on the 29th for the full moon and for collective energies for the first of the year. So, and I probably will be coming on New Year's Day for maybe an hour just to say, hey, holler. Maybe if you want to pick a card or that kind of thing, or just do a little quickie reading, just get the energies for that day moving forward. Because then what I like about doing my readings a little bit later is that I'm closer to that day, so the energies are a little closer. So today is the 26th. And the full moon is the 29th. So these energies should be moving for the full moon. Actually, we should start feeling that full moon effect here starting today through the 29th. So if you're starting to feel a little bit weird, that's what's going on. Or if things are starting to happen a little bit weird, it's the full moon energy. Whew, got an itch. Sorry. That's not very appropriate. Nice looking. All right. So let's see where we're going to go here. So I'm going to pull the first oracle out that is for the energies for the 28th through the 3rd. These cards are still sticky. My daughter bought these for me for Christmas, so I'm loving them. I'm loving them. I went through them yesterday and I was like, yeah, gave them all the energies, got them really vibrated and energized and all that kind of stuff. So I love them, but they're still sticky. So, all right, let's see where we're going to go with this week's energies for the 28th through the 3rd. Oh my gosh. So the energies is, for the first energies is the goblin, which is the ego. It has to do with ego. Now, ego can be a good thing. It also can be something a little bit arrogant, not very nice kind of a thing. But egos, we need those to survive. A lot of people look at that as like, yeah, well, don't, kind of a thing. It's like that person's confident in themselves. Now, are they too confident in themselves? Probably not that much. And then we have the watery fairy, feelings and emotions. Now, these would go hand in hand, especially if you're like me, an empath, extremely sensitive. They would go. I mean, if somebody gives me an attitude and ego, and I sometimes take it personally just because I'm so sensitive, not only to what they're saying, but how they're acting and what they're doing and their vibrations that they're putting off, that we can be sometimes overly sensitive. But we can also be overly sensitive to a fault. All right. So when we talk about ego, this is the wounded human ego. Now, what this, the goblin is about being wounded, but the ego is needed to survive. If we didn't have somewhat of an ego, we would not have a fight or flight response. So this is something that's sort of built into us, but some people just take it to a completely different level. And it's sort of like somebody who is intentionally hurting somebody. That's where you get this wounded ego in too, is where you say something that you actually meant. You know, it's sort of like being brutally honest. I have that problem, but being brutally honest, you can say it in a nicer way. I think menopause really, really flipped me out somehow, but because I never used to I don't want to hurt anybody, but I used to not say them so bluntly. And my mother used to be that way, and I was wondering what is wrong with her. Menopause. So that sort of is something that we have to really look into this week between the 28th and the 3rd. What is it that you're doing, saying? What is somebody saying or doing for you that maybe be wounding your ego, your self-esteem, your energies, anything like that? Let's see what that's got to do. So the first card out is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is about travel. And the number 6, though, is about harmony improvement. So somebody might be trying to improve the way that they do things. Maybe they have a way of doing them and not realizing that their ego's in the way. Or that they don't realize that they're hurting someone. So this may be traveling as far as physical traveling, but it also could be traveling in a mindset that they're trying to figure things out. Because we have Temperance next. Temperance is about patience. Definitely about patience. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So we have Swords and Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is also too about a messenger. He could be a messenger, something coming in as far as a message, and things that maybe a Temperance is about patience, being patient about something, making sure that there is patience of balance in there. Now, feelings and emotions, they're different. And so how we act on them is very, very important, or whether we don't act on them. A lot of the times, like right now, we end up to get on social media and just share anything we want emotion-wise because the person's not in front of us. Or we're taking any context rather before we absorb the information from social media, look at it. Is it true? Is it not true? Is it, somebody just stole some picture from something, put some words on something, and then you're going to react angrily, or you're going to act. And this has to do with social media. This has to do a lot. So they just said social media. This has to do with media. So maybe watching and paying attention to how you are using social media. All right. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, a lot of communication. A lot of communication here. And a lot to do with your future. Okay, thank you. So again, a lot to do with ego, a lot to do with future, a lot to do with the way you're doing things. Things are going to have to change. Things are going to have to be a little bit more compassionate about how we do things through social media, through anything that we do, because what they just downloaded to me was whatever you don't think they're seeing, whether it be your boss, whether it be somebody, could be a potential business partner, could be a lender for a house, could be a lender for a car. They'll look up your information on the Facebook and the Instagram and the LinkedIn and all that kind of stuff, because this is going to affect it, because there's a message coming. So how are you handling that? How are you doing that? How are you wearing your emotions and your feelings? Are you wearing them on the sleeve? Are you being protected of them? Are you thinking about them before you actually do them? That kind of a thing. This is something. There is an offering. There is something coming brand new of that. So you better pay attention to that. And we also have the Queen of Wands. So we will also have for somebody that they're holding on to something that they need to be letting go. Now this could be money, because a lot of the times we try to hoard our money, to hold on to money and that kind of a thing. But the precedence of it is we need to let go of that for the new year, especially coming into the first through the third, because we want to release so that we can get more, or we can go to a new way, or a new path, or a new way of doing things. You know, not being so self-centered. And that's what some of this ego is. It's all self-centeredness. I don't know who that's for. And maybe you know somebody. Maybe this isn't resonating with you, but maybe you know somebody that is more self-centered. And, you know, more money is more their God than the divine is. But this is going to take patience. This is going to take time to transform. I transform it into a new way of doing things, a new way of thinking, a new way of feeling. So we have the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. And then we have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, we're working towards that. We're working toward an ultimate goal of joy, happiness, love. You know, all these are inner feelings and emotions that we're searching for. So somebody is searching for that, searching for a solution in love and truth. Somebody else is searching for how to change the way that I'm thinking. All right. I need to sort of, and it doesn't mean change all of your thinking. It means just maybe there's one thing that you need, because somebody's having communication problems. Yeah, because the Knight of Swords came in reverse. Knight of Swords is searching for the truth. So somebody's not being truthful, more egotistical than truthful. That it does have something to do with two people trying to figure things out. It does have to do with two people trying to figure things out and also thinking about the future. This has to also think about your future, what you're planning on, what you're doing, how you're doing it. And again, that needs to get your ego in check, because it's something for somebody is not working. And so if it's not working, then you've got to readjust. And the reason why it's not working is you're holding on to the past. You're holding on to something that needs to be let go. So, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. Gosh, you got 2 10s. You got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. How much better can that be? Wow. You've got goodness coming your way. So you're holding yourself back. Somebody's holding themselves back. You got it coming, but if you can't be honest and truthful and be more manipulative, then it won't happen. So you have to really try to think of, you know, letting go your old ways and starting new. Because again, we started out with the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is all about seeking truth. Even though it is about moving, it's about moving forward. It's about the boat's not moving backwards, but it's moving forwards. They should have made it an airplane, because airplanes can't move backwards. Why I know? Because I fly. I used to fly. I love piloting. Anyway, so let's get going. See where we're going with this. I hate when that happens. The Devil. Yep, the Devil is bound. The Devil is binding somebody, definitely. Okay, thank you. So somebody's feeling like they need to get away because they feel bound. They're feeling stuck, and they're being stuck because they are stuck in their own turmoil, put it that way, their own cycle, their own pattern, their own way of doing things. And they just don't want to let go. They'd rather run away. Somebody would rather run away than deal with the thing. That's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it. So the reason that you want to run away is because it might get too painful. If it gets too painful, then you're like, well, then I got to deal with it. Then I got to feel it. Then I got to deal with my emotions, and I don't want to do that. So you'd rather run away. So that's somebody's energy. Here's the thing. Thank you. So they're saying if you keep running, he's going to keep coming after you. That bondage is not going to go away until you deal with it, until you start letting go. Whoever that's for. I don't know who that's for. All right. Let's see what else we've got for Sagittarius. A lot of communication here. I think for someone here for the new year, it really needs to explain your feelings. There is two people involved, and there is a thought process for the future for that. But it's also time to communicate better your needs, your desires, your feelings, your emotions with this person. And she's got a lot of confidence in the way she speaks. And there's a offering like, hey, can we talk about this? I really want to get to know you better. Or, why can't you share your feelings and your emotions with me? This is the opportune time to do that. This is the time to look forward, especially if you're planning a relationship or growing a relationship with somebody. This is the time to do that, because if you don't, the devil keeps you held in bondage and you can't move forward. Can't move forward if that happens to the future. And here's the thing, that Knight of Swords here in reverse, you have to be honest with yourself, because somebody's not being honest. If it wasn't in reverse, he's looking for honesty. He's looking for the truth. He's looking for, but somebody is actually not being that honest. All right. Six of Swords again. So somebody wants to keep running. Somebody wants to keep running. Run doesn't do anything good. Now, this could also mean that somebody does have some travel coming up. But again, we would want to, if it is for somebody else who has travel coming, you got to be patient, because it's not going to happen right now. It's just not. I'm a travel agent. It can happen, but for this person here, it's not going to happen right now. Now, if you were planning like a honeymoon or something like that, it's probably going to be put off, because the travel is just can't happen, or something is going to come up where it can't happen. All right. All right. Let's see what else is going on here for Sagittarius through the 28th through the 3rd, please. So with the numerology here, there's some stability, and then there's some new beginnings happening. Some things are ending as typical, and new beginnings are happening, but you have a couple of aces here. You've got one ace, but you've got the Temperance. You've got some 4s here. Yeah. And you got the Magician. Yes. Magician's about manifestation, and it's the number 1, new beginnings. So if somebody can actually share their feelings and their emotions with whoever it is for your future, because it's showing up here, this is going to help your new beginning. And that will manifest some newness and new things for your relationship. Definitely. This will manifest good things, because you've got 2 10s here. Woohoo! So when you can share your feelings and your emotions and be honest and truthful, then you get all the rewards, if that makes sense. So that's coming towards you. I feel like this might be a love relationship. There's not a couple thing really here. There is a joining and a future, but I really think that this might be somebody coming towards you, or you coming towards them. Maybe a reconciliation. Maybe somebody's going to ask forgiveness. Maybe somebody's afraid to come towards you for that. I don't know what that is. Somebody might be really intimidated. Thank you. Somebody is intimidated because somebody's got an ego and thinks they're all that. So they don't want to even be confronted. Again, there's somebody that's, this is so yin and yang. Because the goblin's all about ego and the other person's about feelings and emotions. Yin and yang. But again, we can manifest a lot of things in life. We can't manifest everything, but if it's in our journey and if it's our destiny, we can't say if it's our destiny. Our destiny is the pattern and the way to get to our purpose. So if it is within our destiny to get there, then the divine will manifest it and it will happen. Yeah. All right, let's see what's going on here. It's been sort of a crazy day. Oof. I'm sort of doing a marathon because I took 2 days off, so then I'm behind on 2 readings. So we have the King of Pentacles. Again, this is more about your future, more about your career, more about what you need to do for yourself, and how you're going to do it, how you're going to go about doing it. So I didn't see anything about love or anything in here. So let me see if the divine wants to show me anything before we go. Is there any love in this week of the 28th through the 3rd for Sagittarius? Ooh, manifest. Manifest. It's manifesting is what I heard. Too many cards, too many cards, too many cards. Give me just 1 or 2. It's manifesting is what I heard. So for those of you that are single out there, hang on, because you got Temperance on your side. You got to be patient. Patient. He's working on it. He's working on behind the scenes. Working behind the scenes. All right. I guess not. So he's just saying it's manifesting. So if you've got somebody in the works, don't push it. Allow it just to manifest and allow it to happen. Because you've got 2 different energies here. You've got one that has more pride. The other one has more feminine energy, sort of like emotional kind of a thing. So just let it manifest. Looks like that's all he's going to show me. So just be patient. Be patient, be patient. We have to be patient. There is someone for everyone. And if it's the right one, that's when you'll know that you don't manifest. You don't push it. You don't make it happen. You just let the divine work. And it will fall into place. All right, you guys, Sagittarius, don't forget the 29th is 12 o'clock noon is the full moon, and then the New Year reading. And then I'm going to be on New Year's just for a little bit. I'm not quite sure what time, so if you subscribe, hit the bell, you'll know when I'm on. It's just going to be come to say hello, maybe do some answers and questions, maybe pick a card, whatever you want to do. I would hope to see you there. If I don't see you on the 29th, I will see you on the 4th. Of July or of January. And I do want to say thank you so much for all your support, all your listenings, all your comments. And I really love doing what I do. It's been quite the journey. This has been 6 months, a little over 6 months now. And I just love what I do. And I'm just so thankful and blessed that the divine showed me this way and allowed me to come out as an empath and show my abilities to not be for me, but be the conduit for you guys and hopefully help you on your journey. I hope some of these things resonate with you. Again, don't be afraid to comment or like. Go to my website down below if you'd like one-on-ones. And I just want to say thank you so very much to everybody who's supporting my channel and subscribing. It really, really means a lot, especially as a boomer, doing something that is really a fish out of water, out of my comfort zone. I really enjoy it. So thank you. And please be safe over the New Year's. And may the divine bless your families greatly. And I will see you on the 4th. Take care.